Say hello.
Hello, guys.
everyone.
Hello. Okay. So this is our next podcast. Our last two podcasts was really good, and this is the podcast. Something interesting came up, so I thought of preparing this one. Okay, Nehan,
Yes?
are you guys excited
Yes.
to start this podcast?
Yes.
All right. So recently, what is your grade, Nehan?
Foray.
What is your grade?
7C.
Yes, you guys started grade 4 and grade 7. Usually, before in your school starting the grades, they had something called orientation program for the parents. This is something we never had in our school time.
Yeah.
But these days, almost all schools have this concept. This is to just have a proper communication between the school and the parents. Usually they come up with new ideas or just a forum for discussion between parents and teachers. This time we had very interesting topics and discussion. I never missed this orientation program, so I want to discuss about this. Unfortunately, they don't keep you participated in that. Only parents and the teachers get involved. All right. So can we start discussing
Yes,
this
yes.
orientation program? Very first thing, what your principal ma'am asked is, asked the parents, why did we choose Lords? Okay, so we said lot of reasons why we chose Lords, because every parent will have a different reason to select Lords school. I want to know you guys what you think, why we would have selected Lords. I'll start with Neha. Just tell few things. Why did you think that we chose Lords?
I think that you might have chose Lords because it has an IGSE board which basically features Cambridge, and I think that was the only closest school. That are my probably 2 points that I might say you chose the Lords
Very good.
International School.
That's true. Then what about you?
Okay, ever since we traveled from London to here, you were choosing schools. You would have thought this is the best school because it's Cambridge.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. In essence, yes. This is IGCSE board, and basically it's from Cambridge. And since you guys had a previous education in the same board, we want to put you guys in the same board. That's the main reason. And another reason is the proximity. It is within 7 kilometers from our home, which takes approximately 40 minutes. If we on our own transport, it's only 30 minutes. School transport, anything between 40 to 1 hour. Yeah, so that's why we chose Lords, and lot of other advantages as well, because when we tried to contact many schools, we got a proper response from Lords, so we liked it. The first impression was great, and the fee structure was nominal. It's not like we felt it's worth for what they were doing, and we came to the school and we saw the facilities they were providing. Till now, almost 4.5 years has passed. Till now, we're quite satisfied that we chose Lords. Okay, probably you guys also happy, right? Why we
Yeah.
chose Lords. Then we discussed why the IGCC board was something that people like it. So they were telling the difference. The principal was telling the differences between the traditional and the IGC board teaching methods. Okay, so I will tell what they told, and you can tell exactly what you guys know. She was telling some example. For example, if they want to teach you about sunlight, okay, so they instead of just tell what is, she was telling that in traditional educational system they will tell what is sunlight, what it has, what is the purpose, what is the what would happen if sunlight is not there, something like that in theory format. But in IGCSE they normally go with practical scenarios, and they will try to go out of the box methods, like they will show you a plant and say like how the plant grows, why the sunlight is important for plants, something like that. Okay, this is what principal told, but I want to know your opinion. Okay, so I'll start with Nehan this time. Nehan, you tell me what is the teaching method of IGC board that you are getting, and since you had education in UK as well, I wanted you to know, I wanted you to tell me the differences, what you feel.
there are different types of teaching like CSC, and they also have international. CSC is
No,
little
it's not
tougher.
CSC, it's a CBSC.
CBSC is little tougher in studies.
Mhm.
International is little easier.
Yeah.
CSB is like advanced level of learning.
Yeah, I take your point, but I just want to know the teaching method. That's very important. But
Yes.
good points, because I know that since you didn't have any other board education, probably you might not know much. But I take your point. Yes, generally people consider international education is a bit easier for kids. Yeah. What about you, Neha?
I've not got so much experience, but so far what I think about CBSE boards are they practically memorize the book and just by heart everything and teach it to you. It's not giving the real life explanation of what that particular thing is. It's just doing what you're told pretty much.
Exactly. Yeah, because I've gone through your science books and computer science and other books, but I could feel that most of the content in the book is towards a practical explanation, and you know what? That's also pointed out by the principal. Every year, your books will have at least few changes.
Yes.
That means the system or the syllabus is periodically being monitored by someone and adapted to the change from where the world is going on. That's very important, because when we were studying, we will have the same syllabus for at least 3-4 years, which means that we are studying some absolute information, right? Okay, just continuing from the same point on IGCSE, talking about the test patterns. I know that you guys have slightly different test patterns, which compared to what we had is completely different. Okay, so I want to know the differences, what you feel, and then I will tell you what the principal told, because I want to just switch back from your opinion to their opinion. Okay, coming back to Neha, what do you think?
I think that I'm going to relate this point with the thing that I said before. Just as they memorize, they also memorize from the book. So everything from the book will be just given in the test paper. But in IGSE boards, in the examination, they give like laboratory apparatus and everything, and they put in the question paper to form something that is like a real life explanation about what you might do in a real life concept. Yeah,
Yes,
that's what.
very good. Do you have any opinion
Yes.
on that, Megan?
In the question, they also have some that's not related to the book. Most of them, they don't have. If they have a particular topic, it won't be the same thing. It always is about a different thing. If they in Tamil, if they give the same word, they give different things for that same. They don't give that particular word for every question.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, now I will tell what the principal ma'am told. So the principal ma'am told, like for example, if the same question was asked in other boards and IGC boards, the answer expected is always different. But in
Yes.
other boards, they expect the same answer from all students. But over here, they don't expect like that. They expect some answer which is relevant to the question, even if it is different. For example, if the 30 students all wrote something different, okay, but at least it's relevant, it's correct, then they will be given marks, okay.
Like in a
That's
different
what-
meaning.
Different meaning, yeah. And also another thing your principal told, which is I think they recently introduced in mathematics, right? In mathematics, let's say if you have 10 steps, okay, and for some reason you made a mistake in the second step. For example, instead of 5, you wrote 6. Okay, then you solved all of the steps, and finally, obviously, in 10th step, the answer would be wrong, right? In other boards, they will give you 0 mark because you made a mistake in the second step, and almost they won't give you any mark for that. So 0 marks. But in IGCSE, they introduced a new concept. I don't know the name of that, but they will treat you that you knew the steps, all these things, but only because of the small careless mistake you made the answer wrong. So they are going to award you some marks. I don't know how, but they are going to award some marks. That's the idea, or that's at the core point of IGCSE, because they want you to not come up with the right answer, but they want you to come up with the proper solution. They all see is how do you solve it? Do you know that? They are going to give marks, not just in other boards. All they expect is the same answer, exact copy to copy from the books, right? But in IGC it's not like that. They expect you to give a think, write in your own words, okay? As long as you understand the concept, they're okay. And another beautiful thing about IGCSE, which I think most of the viewers, they must know about this, they have introduced some new concept of examination, that surprise exam, right? Okay,
Yes.
let me tell you, let's discuss about that. So they want students to be always ready for the exam. So they will announce maybe a exam week, but they don't announce the schedule of the exams. So that whole week the student must be ready with all the subjects. They go to the school and they know what the exam going to be on that day. And students initially they struggled, but now you guys have got used to that, right? How do you feel that?
But not so great about it, but yeah, I got used to it.
I know it's always tough, but it's also good because you will be always ready for the exam. How about you, Negan?
It's tough and it takes more time for us. We need at least 3 days, which if it's Monday, we have to start on Friday to finish all, to learn everything.
Yeah, because you need to be well prepared for that. I can understand, but it's a good concept. Yeah. The next one we discussed, the principal discussed, is about adolescence. I know that it might be a new term for you, so I don't want to use that word, but let me use another word. It's just like when you become older, okay? Since you are in 7th grade and you are in 4th grade, I want you to imagine when you grow bigger, like when you go to grade 10, even you grade 10, okay? I want you to feel what sort of characters you would change with relation to your parents and also with teachers, okay?
Yeah.
I want to start with maybe big girl, Neha.
Okay.
You tell me. What
I-
are changes you feel?
I don't feel anything for now, but I think the term would be used because what we would develop would be like anger or a really harsh voice against other people, because you might feel stressed out, or there might be too much homework or exams coming up. So that's why I think the term adolescence really means to parents and teachers that you might react very soon.
Yeah, see, it's not just because of getting older all those things, because biologically lot of hormonal changes happens in the body, okay? So you tend to move away from the parents, you get annoyed, and also since you are becoming older, you might have known most of the stuff that parents know by that time, okay? So you may get a feel of getting just a bit ahead of them in terms of everything, okay? Education, whatever it is, all right? So you may feel you are slightly ahead of them, and you will bring little bit of egos in within you, okay? That's what creates the problem, all right? So how about you, Negan? What do you feel? What all things will come up when you become older?
I'll get smarter.
Wow, that's a positive thing. See, I like about Negan. That's what I like about Negan. He always positive. He's a positive guy. Just look at the way when he once becomes older, he says he will become smarter. Oh, very good. Come on.
I'll become stronger.
Very good.
And in sports, I'll become better. We
Uh-huh.
don't always get the best things when you're young.
Yeah.
If we want the football,
Yeah.
the PT sir or coach might feel it's dangerous for us because we are young. But when you go, they don't think it's so dangerous for you. When you're 10th, you can just they
Exactly.
feel like you
Yeah.
are like an adult. You can do anything.
Very good, very good. I love it. All the points you mentioned, Negan. Keep it up, okay? Keep it up. Keep it. That's the attitude I want, okay? Okay. These are the adolescents' characters. What you guys felt, but the principal ma'am discussed a little bit more, okay? Yeah, of course. She told that how adolescents get into arguments with the parents. They don't listen. All of a sudden, their grades go down. All these things she discussed, okay? But also she gave some advice to parents, okay? Do you think what is the number one advice she gave?
keep in touch with the students.
Don't bully and come on time to school.
Oh yeah, everything
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
Both are correct.
Don't.
What you said is correct. Because the more age, the older becomes, they start bullying the juniors. That's also true. Okay, so she told that they shouldn't do it.
Like
But what you
as if they
said,
can rule everyone.
yes, what you said also correct. So parents needs to be more communicative with the students, with the children, so they know better. If they get into the world of their children, obviously they can understand better and then they get along with them. The rift between them gets smaller. Yeah, that's the number one thing they told. And in generally she told that ask the parents to not use mobile phone a lot. Okay, she asked to reduce the usage of mobile phone and spend those times with their children. Okay, the next one is sports and annual day. I remember last year we didn't have just one day, this is either the annual
day.
or
Annual day.
annual day. Do you guys know what is the reason?
Because we had more exams.
Yes, we didn't have enough time, and also another reason is they planned but they cancelled one or two times, right? Something happened.
No, that's for. No, that wasn't.
That wasn't the case. Okay, is that the thing you also felt?
And I never seen it. I never chatted about it. They didn't tell anything much about sports
Annual day, yeah.
They didn't chat about it anyone.
This year, what's the plan for annual day and sports day?
It depends. If they are interested in annual day or sports day. But I think they have sports day because the elder runners are getting ready for sports day while we are getting ready for March Fast.
They are getting
Yeah.
ready with band practice.
Okay, so definitely the annual sports day is going to happen.
Yes.
Annual day
After few months.
We don't know about that.
after few months, right?
That'll be nearly the last.
You know, when the school year started this time, they started having work days on Saturdays, because I want to tell the viewers, their school is so good. Usually they will never have school days on Saturdays, which I really like the most, because most of the Indian schools, particularly in Chennai, they do have a working day on Saturdays. But when they started having one or two Saturdays working day. So parents started this as a complaint, and principal explained it very well. Okay, but I want to tell you that she was telling even she want the Saturdays to be holidays, because she told to have a working day on Saturday, she has to send all the vans for school pickup and drop. The cost for the fuel and the labor, she told that she has to pay extra for the drivers, and she has to feed the students, she has to feed all the people who are working, right? So on top of that, electricity, power, gas, lot of things going on. So she told she needs to pay a lot of money for having one or two extra days as in the whole month as a working day. Even then, if she want to have that as a working day, she told she has a genuine reason. Okay, the reason was she was last year she had a less number of working days. Okay, so she had to pay a lot of penalties to government. Okay, all right. So she has to pay penalty, and it's a bad name for the school as well. So that's why she want to cover up little bit of working days in the beginning, so that later on she can always declare a holiday. Okay, that's what she told.
Yeah.
But I want you guys to know, do you guys of course, do you guys like Saturdays being a holiday?
No.
Why?
Actually, we don't get more free time in a week. We want at least 2 days to be free.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys like to be holidays, right?
Yeah.
That was my question.
Oh.
So you want Saturdays be holiday? Yeah, I
Yeah.
know that you guys like, because it will be too tiring to have 6 days school days. Okay, that's good.
And there's
Will be-
also one more reason
Yeah,
I would
very-
like to say.
Yes.
I think the school also wants us to become smarter and get better marks in exams. So that might also be the reason they're asking us to come to school.
Of course,
I also
of
have
course.
one more.
Of course, they need more time to teach you guys to get good marks and all this. Yeah, that's also another reason. Definitely, that's another reason. The next point is some parents, sorry, were complaining about the school leaving time and the students reaching home time, because I know that van will take approximately 1 hour to drop the kids in the evening.
Yeah.
So some parents were saying that kids are reaching the home by 5 o'clock and they're getting so tired. So they want to do some solution. Okay. Again, principal explained this very well. She told everything starts by 20 minutes past 3, but it takes almost 30 to 40 minutes to safely disperse all the students to all the vans and take all the security measures, okay, because they don't want any unfortunate situations. So at the max she can only send all the vans out by 4 o'clock. So it will take at least 1 hour the max to reach at 5 o'clock, right? So she told she don't have any other option. But what she thought is, if the van like travel too far, okay, then she thought they could do something to at least send those vans little bit ahead, okay, compared to others. She told she will try her level best, okay, to do something about it. Yeah, that's what the promise she told. But I want you to tell me how different or it is easy or whatever it is compared to last 4 years about the school dropping time.
Can I tell?
Yeah.
Actually, they mainly drop us at 4:40. The other students who are close to the school, it's easy for them. But the other people who are far from the school takes longer time. Their parents are the one who are complaining about the pickup. But they can't do anything about it. The timing is they can't change the timing.
Yeah, that's true. That's a core problem. Okay, that's a core problem. But the school can find some solution here and there. That's how they are trying to optimize it. But I want your opinion. Are you guys happy with the school? The timing.
Because
The
it
timing.
depends on our destination.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not asking in general. I'm asking your school van dropping time. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't care about if it's early or late.
Yeah, you don't care, but if it takes too late, again you'll be too tiring, right? You can't stay for longer in the van, right? That's
And
what
it's hot as well.
Yeah. Okay. Then move on. On that day in the orientation, these are the important things we discussed, and they offered some cool drinks, some snacks for all the parents. We had a really good time. Like I said, we always enjoy, and every year we are going to participate. Then after that, you guys know, right? We came to the school reception and just pick you guys, and we all came back home, which you guys already know. So that's nothing to discuss. But all other things I want to discuss, because I never discussed about these two, you guys, right?
Yeah, we did.
So I didn't discuss because I was always want to make this a podcast, so that we all discuss about this. All right. So until we get another interesting topic to discuss in podcast, can we say bye to the viewers?
Bye.
Bye bye.